Hello guys, this is Kevin Yan. Today I want to talk to you about my understanding of money. What is money essentially? My understanding is this: trust is money. Let me explain. If you Google the money definition, you find three aspects. First, it is a medium of exchange. And second, it is the storage of value. Third, it is a unit of account. So in terms of being the medium of exchange, let's say you pull out this bill from your wallet. It can function as a medium of exchange. Let's say if you go to a bar and buy a bottle of beer using this. The assumption is the bartender also believes this paper has value. So both you and the bartender have trust in this bill. Therefore, this dollar bill can be served as a medium of exchange. Let's say if you don't have this, let's say the next day when people wake up in the morning, they forget about the value of this bill. They just forget what this one is. So this bill simply loses its value. But instead, if you go to a bar and you have trust in the bar and the bartender have the trust in you, you can say that, let me get this bottle of beer, I owe you $10. And this is virtual. This doesn't have any bills. You can still make the transaction because these people, those bartenders have trust in you. So once you have trust, you can have this medium of exchange. Let me give you another example. For example, if you have a very good friend and you need some money, you can borrow some money from your friend. He trusted in you. So essentially, he's opening up a credit line for you to borrow money from. So trust can serve as a medium of exchange. Second aspect of money is the storage of value. If you look at the asset value of many different products in this world, let's say stock prices. What is stock prices? Stock prices is a reflection of people's expectation of this company in the future. How much does this company worth given the assumption of what it's going to be in the future? So this stock prices right now is reflecting people's trust in the company's future. If many people have faith, have trust in this company, its stock prices will go up. But let's say something bad happens, some rumors happen negatively about this company, they loses its trust and its values tanked. So in this economy, people have trust in different assets. For example, stock prices, for example, companies' valuations, for example, gold prices. A lot of times, home prices also reflects people's expectation in the future. If there's some negative news happened and people loses trust, let's say I thought I have $10 million in my bank account because I invest in this certain kind of stock. But the stock price is tanked because people's expectations changed. They no longer have this trust. Then I have fewer money left in my bank account. And because I have fewer money, I spend less money. So for those people whose living depends on my spending or my company's spending, they also earn less money. So this chain effect can be spread out to the market. If there's a lack of a trust in one place, it will conduct to different area of the market. This is basically a very simple explanation of financial crisis, of credit bubbles. So when the credit bubble first happened, people have a lot of trust in the future. That's why the asset prices goes up, because people have good expectations. When the asset prices goes up, people think they're richer than before, and they spend more money to the economy, which increases investment, increases consumption, which further give people's confidence on the future. But when the people's expectations exceeded a certain level, some people will come out and say, this is a credit bubble, this cannot maintain. We are overly optimistic. We have this irrational exuberance. This is when the people's expectations started to adjust to the real situations. So when people don't have this much trust in the economy, in the company, in their investment, the value is going to drop, and then people will correct themselves, which creates this the credit cycle. Which this also means that trust is something that is not tangible; it is virtual. Because trust is money. If I have more trust, if we have more trust in this economy, in this world, we will create a virtual wealth. But this virtual wealth will have to go in accordance with what we really have in this economy. For example, how many foods we have, how many bottles of water, how many machines we have. But this virtual wealth and this actual wealth doesn't always go in together. If people have too much trust, then there's too much of a credit bubble exists in the market. And over the long run, it will adjust to the real wealth that people have. If they have too little trust, then they would need time to build up their expectations for the future. So this kind of ups and downs are the cycles of the economy. So finally, I want to talk about blockchain. So blockchain technology makes possible the internet of value. So previously, before blockchain, we have the internet of data. We can go on Google, we can go on Facebook to search for information, search for friends, social status. Those are internet of data. But because blockchain solves the trust problems, it uses a mechanism where people no longer have to trust a central authority. They can basically trust the blockchain. That's why the value can be exchanged on the blockchain. So blockchain is essentially creating an internet of value because it solves the trust problem. So in this video, I hope you understand what is really money, which is trust. So one definition of a portfolio management is some people managing their investments, their real assets. But another definition of portfolio management is to manage how people around you trust you, how you have the creditworthiness among people of influence. If you manage this portfolio well, it is also a very big part of portfolio management and will benefit you in the long run because you have more trust. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, please click on subscribe below, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.